What's going on, guys? My name is Daniel Espira, and today we're going to be looking at, I guess, a glitch with Mr. Hippo. So we'll put Mr. Hippo on 20. We're going to let him jump scare us. He's going to be the only one on there. And I'm going to Control-Alt-Delete the game while he's doing his spiel. And when I restart the game, supposedly something is supposed to happen. I'm not entirely sure what, though, so... He comes from the ducks, right? So we're just gonna let him do his business.
How unfortunate.
Come on, can you get me?
Oh.
There we go, okay.
It seems that you have met your end. What a
Alright,
pity.
so let's see. He's
No,
gonna...
I don't feel too bad about it, though. After all, if it weren't me, it would have just been one of the
Alright,
others,
so we're gonna
I guess.
Control-Alt-Delete the game and
Those air
task.
ducks.
And we're going to end task FNAF. Then we'll go right back in. Okay.
It seems that you have met your end. What a pity. You know, I don't feel too bad about it, though. After all, if it weren't me, it would have just been one of the others, I guess.
This is the
I'm
same
honestly
one I was just
just
listening
glad
to.
to be out of those air ducts. You know, it's not easy for a hippopotamus to fit up there, and not easy to get down either, and not as young as I used to be, as you can see. I used to be able to do all the sorts of things. You're young, you're vibrant, you have that sort of pep in your step.
You have that sort of pep in your
It
step.
reminds me of a conversation I was having with one of my good friends, Orville.
Oh, yeah.
We were having a nice picnic one day. I believe it was summer. No, perhaps it was... Was it the fall? Yes. It was the fall because the leaves had turned already. But I said to Orville, I says, Orville, I have a story to tell you. And Orville looked at me, kind of odd and said, well, what's it about? I said to him, not every story has to be about something, Orville. Sometimes a person just wants to talk. Why does everything have to be a story? I said to him. He just looked at me and he said, well, you said you had a story, and he was quite right. I did, in fact. I told him I had a story. I suppose
wonder
if a person just wants to talk, then it's best to not announce that you're telling a story. Telling a story does come with its own pressures and expectations, I suppose. After all, if you're just talking to a friend, then there's no more expectations than if you were talking into the wind. Words by themselves aren't expected to carry, aren't expected to stick. But if you announce you're telling a story, well then, there'd better be a point to it all, No one wants to sit and listen to someone ramble on and on and on with absolutely no end in sight. So, it's good to be mindful that when you tell someone that you're about to tell a story, that you have something to say. Telling someone that you're going to tell them a story
He's literally just
tantamount to asking them to stop what they're doing.
I wonder if I do it again, if it will shut him up. Or if it will just start a new story.
You're basically saying, hey, buddy, stop everything. Stop what you're thinking. I have a solution to everything. And, well, I didn't really have any story to tell.
Here, let's try it again.
I probably just misspoke when I said that I had a story.
Here, Control-Alt-Delete.
Better to...
Let's try and shut him up again. We're gonna end task that, and we're gonna go right back in and see what happens.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always gonna end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other,
So I wonder if he just keeps playing it.
You could not.
You literally have
imagine
to listen
how
to this
terrible
fool.
it would be. I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, friend,
pretty much
those birds are frozen.
This is
the
thing.
Like
so you have to, like, there's
but
no
I
escaping
reminded him
his
that it was
rambling
winter,
on and
and
on and on.
Often birds will sit in a tree
let me know
until
when
they
when
freeze,
this is over. Okay.
Then they sort of fall
Actually, I'll
to the
just
ground.
cut it. I'll just cut it. I was
until
about
the
to walk
sun
away, but I'll
warms
just
up,
cut it instead.
and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, you might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in. To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen? To which he responded, the breadcrumbs are not frozen. Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds.
I'd been referring to the birds.
In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?
Oh my goodness.
He misunderstood upon my correction, stating
He talks so
he didn't
much.
know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, Orville, the birds may be dead.
Oh, okay, that was good. That was good. I don't think I've heard that one. But yeah, guys, that is there's no escaping them. You just have to listen to them. That's just what you got to do. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.